You are looking at Gobrial, the Athlete Dean. And I am here at APCW, All-Pro Championship Wrestling. And January 9th, if you have the opportunity to see the athlete wrestle, maybe it's Landon Hale, maybe it's Jordan Kingsley, maybe even Zero. All I know is, prepare to be beat when you cross the super elite.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Elrod Campbell, and for the past several months, many of you have suffered. Your lives have been turned upside down, and you have lost hope. Well, tonight, I bring to you a message of hope. I am going to give you something to mark on your calendar, a date that you will look forward to. January 9th, 2021. Why is that date significant? You ask. Not only is that the first show of 2021 for All-Pro Championship Wrestling, but after the millions of phone calls, the millions of emails, the tweets, your voices have been heard. Because on January 9th, 2021, Elrod Campbell will return to All-Pro Championship Wrestling. Elrod 2021. You will be a part of history. Because not only will you see the return of Elrod Campbell, but you're going to be part of something special. Because we will introduce the world to MEGA, M-E-G-A. Make Elrod great again. So mark your calendars, January 9th, 2021 at Airway Christian Academy. You will not want to miss it. My name is Elrod Campbell, and I approve this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to APCW. This is your commentator, Mr. Green. We are watching the entrance of what was formerly the, I guess we would say, the enforcer for Angel's Army, but he is in an entirely different frame of mind now, apparently. Running for office of some sort, I'm not sure here. But Elrod has changed his look entirely. He's not even in wrestling gear. He's out here in his blazer, his tie, his khakis. Well, apparently he's asked for the microphone, so let's hear this.
For months, people have been sending me emails, you have been tweeting. Your voices have been heard. Tonight, we will make history. Tonight, I will introduce you to MEGA, M-E-G-A. You are a fine American. Make Elrod great again. Your voices have been heard, and I accept your nomination. Gladly will accept your nomination as the #1 contender elect for All-Pro Championship Wrestling. Thank you. You're a bad hombre. You turned your back on her. That is unacceptable. And tonight I will show you and all of my millions of supporters in the crowd tonight. And thank you for coming tonight, by the way. Glad to see you. Sean says you will find out how we are going to make Elrod great again. Thank you.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what Fantasyland Elrod is living in to where he is proclaiming that he was nominated to be #1 contender in APCW, or that there's millions of emails or millions of fans that's in attendance live. Judging by the body language of Angel, she didn't seem like she is entirely aware of what his motivations are. Look, right now she's like she's telling him focus. I have no idea, and that he's using some catchphrase that is some overused catchphrase at that. Apparently is implying that he was great at some point in time, but that's neither here nor there. We have the entrance of the Tank, Sean Sims, entering into the arena. Formerly was part of Angel's Army, which you may have it takes a look into the souls of the viewers, but you may have heard that part of Elrod's speech is him trying to get even with Sims for his apparent turning his back to Angel. I guess it should be noted that at one point in time, as part of Angel's Army, Sean was the champion here, and I know that he has strong aspirations of being the champion again, but apparently so does Elrod, who's accepted the quote nomination to be the #1 contender. But that's not how professional wrestling works. And he's been in the business long enough to know that.
As I said, this next match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Hailing first to my right from Owensboro, Kentucky, weighing in 250 pounds, he wants to make Elrod great again. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elrod Campbell. His opponent to my left, hailing from Villa Rica, Georgia, weighing in 290 pounds, Sean Sims. Once again, this match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
It's incredible that these two men used to be the muscle of Angel's Army, but now we have a split. Sean on his own, and Elrod seemingly the last pillar in the Army. Angel's out there yelling at some of the fan base. Elrod is assuming that the applause are for him, which they are not. Again, I'm not sure what Fantasyland Elrod is living in. The applause were for Sean Sims. It's interesting that he chose not to wear his more, I guess, functional wrestling attire, and that he is going to be entering this with a button-down shirt and a tie. Now, I'm not sure if Elrod wants to do this with Sean Sims, because as I just stated, that they were the power of the Army, and I'm not sure if Elrod would have a significant strength advantage over Sean. Elrod's complaining to the referee that Sean is having fun with him, not one to lock this thing up. And let's not mistake it, Sims certainly is not scared. As he changes his hands again as he's frustrated. And they lock it up. Flips him over to a rear waist lock. Elrod able to turn it around. To the ropes. And this two big Mack trucks right up against each other, shoulder to shoulder. Tries to catch with a clothesline. Misdirection play by Sims. And again, shoulder block. Elrod looks a little dazed. Back to the ropes, reversal by Elrod. And a roll through by Sean Sims, going too close to the ropes. He's not going to utilize the power advantage, and I guess that is the strategy here. To do something that his former stablemate and partner would not expect. Sean is very mobile. Probably more so than most of his opponents would expect from him. And the crowd to help out with the momentum again. They got fans out there saying Angels will cry, baby. They do that almost every show. Then there's the lockup. As they kind of jockeying for positions back and forth across the ropes and throughout the ring. Looks like Sean came up on the short end of that, at least for the moment. Elrod got him into the corner, and now he's saying, pat my head. And for whatever reasons, Elrod is now trying to wave to his constituents, I imagine, or at least he's imagining in his head. Sean got it, and that's what he gets for taking his eye off the ball. And that right there should show you that wearing a tie in the ring probably isn't the best idea. Sean almost caught him. I mean, I guess unless you're doing somebody's taxes, you probably shouldn't worry about it. And he's got the tie again. Forearm shots. Pulls him in for the clothesline. He may think twice about coming in this attire again. He's taking account. Angel's straightening his outfit back up. I don't know if this is the brightest idea. Elrod is very concerned about his tie, his hair. He is not nearly the bruiser that he was a year ago. That's for certain. Well, at least he doesn't seem that way. But treachery still exists as he just tripped Sean Sims up in a forearm shot. A big measured shot to the back of Sean Sims. Oh! Perhaps I spoke too soon about Elrod as he just drove Sims back first into the ring apron. Another forearm shot. Elrod Campbell just hosted Sean Sims up and tossed him back first into the post. And you've heard it 1,000 times. It's pretty cliche in the wrestling business. Flesh versus the steel. The steel is going to win. A very cliche line, but a true line as Elrod tosses him back in, kick to the back, and now he is taking a very methodical approach to torturing Sean. Chin lock applied as he stretches him out on the apron. Referee looking to see whether Sean wants to give it up, and Sean's going to have to watch that. I know he's trying to get some momentum and pull himself, but he's going to have to watch so that doesn't get interpreted as a tap. Interpreted. I guess I sound like I'm making up words now. Reaching out for the ropes. He's got it. Forces the break. Elrod still in control. Sims trying to get himself back up. There's that big show of strength. Elrod Campbell. The arms up. make sure he beats that count. You know, I'm not sure if I would ever define them as former friends, but we will go to former partners here. And Elrod certainly has no qualms about putting a beating on his former partner. Oh. Elrod trying to reposition. Sean puts him up on the second rope. Sean trying to get himself loose. And again, Elrod just forces him back down and repositions on that rope. Oh. Ooh. That was a loud one. And she actually hurt herself. And it probably hurt herself more than she did Sean. It's just humiliating for him. Sean fighting from underneath, trying to get it loose of Elrod Campbell. Elrod was looking for a double axe, but Sean's beating him to the punch. Elbow into the guts there of Elrod. And another elbow sends him back into the ropes. It's reversing. And a trip of the foot by Angel. Elrod off his ropes. And a big splash in the back of Sean. The target that he's had so far. And look at the leg. And Angel. Well, Angel certainly earned her money tonight as the manager, making sure that Sean did not get up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mr.
Mr. Elrod Campbell.
Elrod Campbell, despite everything I've said about him so far, he walked into this and managed to squeeze out a win. As Angel verbally berates Sean, saying that she told him. I guess the objective there is to make him regret leaving the Army. Now Elrod said he should have never left. Sean still getting himself back up to his feet, trying his best. Unfortunately, he came up a little short in this particular venture. And I know there'll be another day, and Sean's a very focused individual, and I'm sure he is going to get back at Mr. Elrod Campbell at some point. And for that matter, I'm sure that he's going to be one to get back at Angel as well.
This business used to be filled with kings and outlaws. Tyson Maddux, you're the next one in line. Football didn't work out. Powerlifting didn't work out. So now you want to try your hand at professional wrestling. And you're a damn good wrestler. You're so good. You just made your debut on AEW Dark just last week in a hard-fought contest.
Taz, we've had a couple looks at Sean Dean in the past.
And I'll tell you the truth, I was rooting for you. I wanted you to win. I wanted you to win. I wanted you to get a contract. I want to see you become a superstar. For one reason and one reason alone. Because if you would have won that match, and you would have became an AEW superstar, then I would have been the man to defeat an AEW superstar.
Maneuver this game. Look how well he's got it locked in. Got an arm barred out with his legs, and he's got his other arm.
But you failed. And with failure comes disciplinary action.
Chest. There's a kick right into the upper chest region again. Looks like the bullseye has been painted on Landon Hale.
This disciplinary action is coming from the Puerto Rican Lion. You don't lose on my watch. So the poster says what the poster says. And that's fine. Because the main event is going on 3rd this Saturday night. You better be ready, Tyson, because I am. Toma.
January 9th, 2021, Douglasville, Georgia. Tyson Maddux makes his debut for All-Pro Championship Wrestling in Douglasville, Georgia. And on that night, my opponent is the Puerto Rican pussycat, Eric Adamz. Now, Eric, you got to get your facts straight about me. I never was a powerlifter, Eric, but I am strong enough to be one. And I'm a top-notch athlete. I'm a prime athlete. I'm pretty much the Bo Jackson or the primetime Deion Sanders of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, whichever verbiage that you want to use. Now, come Saturday, I got the ability to give you a whipping on that night. Then if the Atlanta Falcons was in the playoffs that Sunday, I can go score a couple of touchdowns for them too. But let's not talk about what I can do outside the ring. Let's talk about what I can do inside the ring. Eric, I'm going to beat the brakes off you, bro. Whatever you did before I got here, that's irrelevant. I know 2020, your year was pretty bad, but your 2021 is about to be a train wreck.
Well, familiar lines come from Eric Adamz.
It's been too long of a wait. The king has come home. Who's the man?
He has proclaimed APCW as his territory. And we now see the return of the Puerto Rican Lion, Eric Adamz. And he is taking on a fresh face in APCW. The upcoming Tyson Maddux. We just saw the video with his response to Mr. Adamz, saying that his 2020 was pretty bad. His 2021 is about to be a train wreck. And, well, that might not be a train wreck, but it certainly is not endearing to have toilet paper tossed at you. Eric has not, that's a pretty good shot by that kid. That's right in the chest. But Eric has not endeared himself to the fan base here in recent years, which is amazing because at one point in time he was one half of maybe the most popular tag team that APCW had, certainly the winningest in the Carolina Fight Club. And he's very proud of that fact. And he has been, because of that, one of the winningest champions in APCW's entire history, as he would not seem to be a champion at this moment, and he is wrestling with toilet paper. Let's toss that right on out. Here comes his opponent. And Eric's going to have his work put in for him, that's for certain. As he in there against us. And it's built like a brick house.
Puerto Rican pussycat.
If you didn't catch that, it's a Puerto Rican pussycat. I'm sure not the kindest of words that Mr. Adamz would want to hear, that's for certain. He started with him already.
This next match is
I don't know what that was there. It looked like he was trying to flex his muscles as well.
Hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 265 pounds. Excuse me. Hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing a slim 235 pounds. The Puerto Rican Lion, Eric Adamz.
There he is, the Puerto Rican Lion.
And his opponent to my right, hailing from Lake Charles, Louisiana, weighing in 260 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the hybrid, Tyson Maddux. match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit.
And he can last 30 minutes. There you go.
Well, Adamz is picking up exactly where he left off the last time we saw him. Brett hollering at the crowd, who's the man? And I know that, and there it is again. I know at this point he is very aware that that audience hates when he does that. You hear Eric said, don't start with that. But Tyson is certainly not concerned about Eric's wishes or request as it relates to the audience. And he's got them calling him Pussycat. Oh, okay. Now he's berating children in the audience. Everybody's shouting Pussycat as he strolls around ringside. He's got to remember the bell is rung. He's got a match going on here. Okay, he's back in. Perhaps we can get this thing under. No. Steps right back out.
If you people don't stop disrespecting me, I'm just going to leave. I've had a bad enough week as it is. You know what? Speak yourself. You just missed out on the best match of the night.
That is an arguable point whether they missed out on the best match of the night or not. I know he certainly has been part of the best matches over the last couple of years here. But he is, Eric is pretty high strung right now. I don't know if this is his mind games playing or does he really just not want to be in there with Tyson Maddux. There's a lockup. And that lockup proves to be fruitful for Tyson, not so much for Eric. As he just walks him into the corner. Go again. Rather than engage in the lockup, he's trying to get the wrist lock applied. I think the strategy is going to be to try to take it away from the strength of Maddux. Now the Puerto Rican Lion trying to show up Maddux there. And I'm not sure if he wants to test the strength. Eric isn't a small guy. Oh! Victim of the old purple nurple there.
Hey, do you want to wrestle or do you just want to be a pervert all night? You pick.
That certainly got underneath his skin. He's irritated now. And I think it's fair to put out that, you know, for those who haven't seen Eric Adamz wrestle, he is a very accomplished wrestler. As I said, he's got his reputation in APCW is pretty high, regardless of what the people are. Wait a minute.
He's gonna be the Puerto Rican Lion.
Regardless of what people think of him, is what I was saying. He does have an outstanding record here in APCW. There's a side headlock. Forearm shot to the side of the ribs of Adamz. Tyson looking to break this thing up, shoots him off. And without budging, he stands his ground, does the hybrid. Ropes again. And with the second time and a full head of steam, unable to move Tyson Maddux. He's calling for one more. Eric forgot his standing with the audience, thought he was going to get some momentum and cheers on the side. There's a jump overneath, over the top. Catches a drop kick. Wow. I didn't think he would get that large frame up for head scissors like that, but he got him. Charges in the corner. And now, muscles him up for the suplex. Adamz out of it and out to the floor. I don't think he was expecting what he got. And for that matter, I don't think any of us were expecting what we got. I mean, the power to be certain, but I didn't think that Maddux had that kind of mobility and agility in him. Catches him coming in. There's that veteran instinct by Eric Adamz. Got Maddux a little bit strung out, wanting to get Eric back into the ring and get him back into the match. But following him around was a mistake, as now Eric Adamz is in control. Caught him in the corner with an elbow to the side of the head. Eric looks like he's sizing him up. Coming in with a charge. What might have been a splash, but was caught by Tyson Maddux and just muscled him over. A standing drop kick sends him off of the top turnbuckle down to the mat, and Adamz rolls back off to the floor. I think the body language of Maddux is showing that he's getting maybe a little frustrated, as Eric is trying to get himself together. And the count is going on. Maddux is poised and ready to go. Eric is getting back in. And a blatant ring of the eyes. At this point, I think he's going to take any advantage he can get. Although the referee should probably reprimand him for that, if not just allow disqualification as reversal. Adamz into the turbo, catches him with an elbow as Tyson charged in. Eric picks it up. Adamz with a back suplex, drops Maddux right across the back of the neck to the turnbuckle, and then charged him with a forearm shot to finish it off. But almost right out at the one. The hybrid Tyson Maddux wastes no time. Chin lock. He's asking whether he wants to give this thing up, but Tyson is making it clear. He says no. Back up to his feet. Using that power and those shots to break the grip of the Puerto Rican Lion. And a spinning backhand might have caught him in the throat. Here's to warn him, get him off of the ropes. Charges in with a kick onto the back of Tyson Maddux. This is where Eric Adamz gets dangerous, when he can pick his opponents apart. And not one to be outdone, does a snap suplex of his own. And again, not wasting any time, not waiting on the 2 count. Tyson Maddux kicks out, and he kicks out with authority and immediately. Trying to rally the crowd, get them on his side, make sure that he can get himself back going. I think it's clear where the fan support lies here. Adamz goes into the ropes, but he just got caught with a drop kick. And I think he's looking to escape, but Tyson's helping him along. He just hung him up. And a clothesline to the back of the head. As Adamz is hung up there. Oh! A baseball slide to the outside ring while catching him in the rear waistlock during the exit, turned it into a modified German suplex as he escapes the ring. I think that might have required a lot of speed, power, and coordination by Maddux as he's getting his breath to get back in. Adamz somehow back on his feet ahead of Tyson Maddux, which is amazing. But he just got caught with a big shot there. And a second one, both of them sent him down to his feet. So to the turnbuckles. There is that power. Back body drop. Hoists Eric Adamz up and sends him to the mat. Yodanage slam goes for the cover. Eric Adamz with the right shoulder up at the last minute. And he can't find the referee was in a great position there. He got to see it. Quick stiff shot there. Now again, with a blatant irony. Referee's not saying, I mean, he reprimanded him there, hurt him, but I don't know what good that does now. Big leapfrog. Looks underneath the clothesline and wow! He just caught it with a big spear, puts Adamz down, and that could do it. But too close. Too close. Too close to the ropes. That was just the positioning of the ring there that saved Eric Adamz. I'm almost certain that that spear would have done the job. And it looks like Tyson Maddux believes that that spear would have done the job too, because he might be sizing up for a second one. He charges in, shoulder block, but he missed. A stun gun right across the top ropes. And he went for the cover and in typical Eric Adamz fashion, kicks his feet up on the ropes for the cover. And can't fault the referee. The referee was right down onto the shoulders of Tyson Maddux. He wasn't paying attention to feet being propped up. Not exactly what the hybrid was looking for in his debut. Well, we have our winner. The Puerto Rican Lion adds another one to his list as he hoists his hands in victory. Crowd, however, is still letting them know what they think of him.
Mr. Adamz is asked to cut the music, please. Brandon, you got something you'd like to...
This was a kingdom. This was a castle. It was once the greatest promotion in Georgia has fallen. Why? Because you ripped off the Puerto Rican Lion. I just scored a victory over a man who wrestled on AEW Dark just 2 weeks ago. I'm a 4-time tag team champion. I'm a heavyweight champion formerly. And this year, mark my words, the Puerto Rican Lion is dead. And coming this year, and starting right now, I declare myself the Puerto Rican King of professional wrestling. I don't care who's the champion. The belt is coming home to the king. Bow to the king.
that we have an upgrade performed by Eric Adamz, no longer the Puerto Rican Lion. According to him, he is now the self-proclaimed Puerto Rican King.
Who's the man?
Peps, would you look at that? Look at that right there. Finally getting the recognition we deserve.
The Exotic Youth and PWI. It's about time.
You know, it's beautiful seeing our name in print like that, and people better get used to it. Because 2021 is going to be the year of Exotic Youth. 2020 was a great year for us, don't get me wrong. But it's been 9 months since we've been in Douglasville, Georgia, and don't think we forgot what happened last time we were there. When Jordan Kingsley and Makita, those two weasels, screwed me and Recon out of the tag team championships. Well, let me tell you something, a lot's changed since then. Exotic Youth has been making waves all over the country. And this year will be no different. This year, we're going on the expedition of gold. And that's starting January 9th in Douglasville, Georgia, when Cornelius Pepperbottom and I show that Exotic Youth is the best team going in professional wrestling today.
A lot can happen in 9 months. When I started going under Zack Mosley's wing, and Zack Mosley alone, I went from manager to one of the most dominant professional wrestlers in the Southeast.
That's right.
We've been making headlines in Rome, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, Mississippi, everywhere, you name it, the Exotic Youth has left our mark. We've been making international headlines, being mentioned in international magazines, but now it's time to come home.
It's time to make it undeniable.
Jordan Kingsley, Makita, thanks for keeping the titles warm for us boys. But it's time they come back to their rightful owners, the Exotic Youth.
This is bigger than you two boys. Thanks for being placeholders. But right now, in this moment, in 2021, you two are going to be an afterthought. Because Zack Mosley, Cornelius Pepperbottom, and the rest of Exotic Youth are showing that professional wrestling has no better to offer than the two of us.
It's a new era in All-Pro Championship Wrestling. And it's a new era for Exotic Youth. The past is in the past. It's out with the gold
and in with the youth. And we are the now.
Get ready. It's time to take a ride on the exotic side. We'll see you on the 9th.
APCW, Douglasville, Georgia. We're back, baby. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, who is that handsome devil with the 2 belts? Well, in case you forgot, it is I, the Nightwalker, Jordan Kingsley. And you're probably wondering who I share this belt with. Well, it's the indomitable lion, Makita. And we got 2 exotic chumps coming up January 9th. You see, these boys, they care what's about in the books and the papers, you know? Oh my God, we're this. Oh my God, we're that. We let the footage do the talking. So this Saturday, if you haven't already bought a ticket, come on, clock's ticking. You want to start the year off right? I'll be seeing you in Douglasville, baby.
This is not exactly what I think I, the fans, or for that matter, the Exotic Youth were expecting to see come out through the curtains. We got Zack. Oh my goodness. All right. I mean, I thought that was his partner. They didn't care about him at all. Just kind of chucked him in the ring. But
you idiot! Shut up!
I think there's a certain amount of frustration that's being illustrated by the two of them right now, and rightfully so. As I was saying, I don't think anybody was expecting Moses' partner, Cornelius Pepperbottom, to be coming out with crutches and his knee bandaged up as they have a tag team championship match going. Wait a minute, he's got the mic. Let's let him speak.
Douglasville, I come to you with a heavy heart. I know that you're looking forward and paid good money to see me perform. But unfortunately, earlier today, I was playing wiffle ball at the Y, and I was as I was sliding into second base, something went wrong, and the doctor has not medically cleared me to perform tonight. And I just feel terrible. Not only because I let you good people down,
Look, don't listen to these people, it's okay. I know you're an honorable man. I know you're great at wiffle ball. I know that was nothing but an accident, buddy. You'll have your time to shine. And as much as this pains my heart, we still have a tag team title match tonight. And, I mean, I hope my replacement was suitable. I found Douglasville's favorite son. So everybody, please welcome the tag team partner for tonight. Can somebody play his music?
Well, this is not an uncommon scene for Mosley and I guess the now named Exotic Youth. And I can only imagine that resources must run deep. I've seen it play out before with him in Recon. For that matter, I think Pepperbot, wait a minute. Well, that's an interesting choice of partner and certainly not someone that I was expecting for them to use. My first guess was going to be that his former partner, Recon, would have showed back up. But Damien Bennett, former two-time APCW champion and the first one half of the tag team champions in APCW, as part of the 13th floor. I'm not sure if there's a better choice that Zack Mosley could have acquired. It's amazing to me how between I guess the members of the Exotic Youth, how they always manage to find someone. Cornelius Pepperbottom, sometime last year, was an interim tag team champion when he and Recon defended in Mosley's absence. So Pepperbottom did know what it's like to defend the championships on one occasion in APCW at least. But here he is going to have to be the outside influence or the outside force as he's joined with some of the attendees at APCW. Damien, on the other hand, is okay. Now it seems like they're all having some verbal confrontation right now. Pepperbottom's yammering at the fans. Mosley's yammering at the fans. Damien Bennett yelling at fans who are questioning why he is there in the partnership of Zack Mosley.
Thank you. I got you. Thank you.
Bennett has put his shirt over in one of the neutral corners. I would be very interested to know how this whole partnership came about, but that's neither here nor there now. Here are the tag team champions. One way or the other, they were going to defend the titles. Makita, Jordan, Kingsley, APCW Tag Team Champions, who won their championship just about a little under a year ago at the final APCW show in 2020, which is the first and only APCW show in 2020, before the world came to an end. But considering that they are still active, and they managed to come here in order to defend those titles, they will resume their championship reign.
I know you missed me, APCW. I missed you guys too.
Which, as I understand, is not the case in the main event match, but we will talk about that when it comes up. There they are. And I still say one of the best championship matches I've seen here at APCW took place between those two gentlemen who are now partners, Kingsley and Makita. And if I was going to use Jesse Ventura logic, that only makes it natural that they should team up. You are that good against each other. You have that kind of chemistry as as opponents. It becomes a natural thing that you try to refocus that energy and become partners. I don't think that the fans are very happy with Damien for his choice of partner.
This is for the APCW Tag Team Championships.
How about you go sit down? Coronavirus is real. Sit down and shut up. Give me my shirt. Give me my shirt. Hey, give me
Like Jordan has just taken Damien Bennett's shirt from out the neutral corner. I don't think Damien had any intentions of giving it out, rather just as decoration. Jordan just tossed it. Now he's going out to get. No, Jordan cut him off.
Hey, some guy right here. Hey, don't come over here. Some guy just stood up the ring. That's it. All right.
This ain't a twisted team, but I'll smack you right across the face.
The opponents, hey, all right, you're all right. Hailing from anywhere but here, and said he doesn't miss a bit. Weighing in 202 pounds, Zack Mosley.
And there he is. We got one half of the challenging team.
And his tag team partner from Monroe, Georgia. Weighing 210 pounds, Damien, Bennett.
He got under his skin. His shirt was given away.
Defending APCW Tag Team Champions. First, hailing from Cameroon, weighing in 200 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Makita. And his tag team partner, hailing from Queens, New York, weighing in at 185 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Kingsley. Once again, this bout is for the APCW Tag Team Championships. And I'm not the ring.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. Now, Makita and Kingsley at least have had several matches together as tag team partners. Amazingly enough, originally, Damien Bennett was a partner for Jordan Kingsley, and the night that Jordan Kingsley won his first tag team championship was the night that Damien Bennett was, I will put it this way, unavailable for his partner. So I can only imagine that there's a little bit of animosity there between the two of them. Mosley and Bennett, to the best of my knowledge, have not tagged.
You go over there. Get the camera out of my face. Go get my shirt. Go get my shirt. Come on.
Okay, Bennett is yelling at the camera. Get out of his face and get his shirt. I don't think that's part of the job description. But as I was saying, to the best of my knowledge, Mosley and Bennett have not tagged up in any capacity, although both of them are very skilled. Again, we got one half of the original tag team champions of the 13th floor, Damien Bennett. We got the one half of the original version of the Exotic Youth, Mosley and Recon. I would imagine that they would be able to forge some sort of championship partnership if they really tried. But how well they do together is still up in the air. Makita has a side headlock applied on Mosley and a blatant pull of the hair by Mosley. Takes him over right in the middle of the ring. Great ring positioning by Makita. He was viewed as a top prospect in the Ring of Honor at one point. And really a top prospect around the world. Jordan Kingsley also been making waves across the independent circuit. But all four of these men have a very similar pedigree when you look at it in those terms. All four men are very, pulling their hair, gets them into a pin position. Tried to charge in, Makita's still paying attention. As I was going to say, all four men are quick, all four men are fast and agile. Pretty good wrestling ability. There's a quick tag over to Damien. So we have a tag team match of parity at its finest. Not a lot of contrast here. Damien doesn't want Makita. He wants even with his former tag team partner, former friend, I would imagine now, Jordan Kingsley. Perhaps a falling out has taken place that we are unaware of. Well, maybe the difference maker in this match is Makita, who is noted as one of the best strikers in the game. Damien with a leapfrog, tries to hip toss. Jordan Kingsley gets caught with a hip toss of his own. Mosley tried to charge in on Kingsley. Apparently, got caught in a hip toss also. Baseball slide out, but Damien was a little too quick, and now he's trying to slow it down. Trying to slow it down as he skins the cat to get back in there and steps up. Just really outshowing the former APCW champion, but both of them are former APCW champions. And there's a lot of championship implication in this match between former title holders, first-time holders, singles champions, and so on and so forth. Lots of talent between all four of these gentlemen here. Regardless of what people think, and Mosley's down, he's going to allow Damien to apply a hold. And I was going to say a lot of championship implications between the four of these gentlemen here. Wrist lock drives Kingsley down, and I think that Bennett is going to want to try to minimize things like that. I was going to say an aerial offense, but he was unable to do it. And maybe a ground game would probably be stronger for Damien, but he was unable to stop Jordan Kingsley from getting up. He can't get free as he got his arm twisted in the hand. Oh! And over to the corner. The referee's going to have to get him out of there. Damien has hooked himself onto the bottom rope. And legally, Jordan Kingsley should be on it. Well, there it is again. Legally, he should be unable to assault him right now. So the referee tries to back him up. He walks into a kick in the abdomen. It's reversal. Slide out of the ring by Damien Bennett. Kingsley. Oh, my God. Flipped out over the top turnbuckle to the floor. Takes out Damien Bennett and a senton off the apron. How good is Jordan Kingsley? Pepper Bottom backs it up. He had to back that thing on up. He didn't want any part of Kingsley here. As Jordan takes a step over top of Zack Mosley en route of Damien Bennett. This is not quite as easy a contest as Damien Bennett may have imagined. Well, he tried to come in after Jordan Kingsley there, and Jordan caught him immediately, and now Makita's in. And he definitely doesn't want any part of that. Comes charging in over to his partner. Now we have the tag off. And the Mosley-Bennett combination is not doing very well right now. And there's those strikes that we were talking about. Takes Zack Mosley right off his feet. Now Makita, body slam. Positions right down almost center of the ring. And Mosley, that really took the wind out of him. There's a tag. Springboard up and a swanton from the top right across the chest of Mosley, and he kips up. And Bennett's backing up. And the crowd's calling for a super kick. I don't know what that's about. There's a reversal by Mosley, but not enough to stop Kingsley as he picks the leg, cartwheels over, drop kick to the side of the head. They have not been able to get their game plan in gear. That being Mosley and Bennett. There's Kingsley. Big splash in the corner. And he walks Mosley right over to his corner. Tag off to Makita. Double hip toss. Sends him down. Makita sets him up on that high leg drop. To the ropes. Over the top. Big splash. That might do it. No, Mosley finds something. Finds something from somewhere to kick out. And I am legitimately shocked. Snapmare sends him down. The tag team work of the champions has been superb so far. And sizing Mosley up. Double kick. Kingsley puts the pressure on the shoulders. Still not enough to keep Zack Mosley down. He's trying to fight back. Couple shots into the abdomen and a double throat thrust. Tag off to Bennett. Came in talking and got caught immediately by Kingsley. So I have to reiterate the team of Mosley and Bennett, whereas on paper seems like a pretty strong team, still have not found the formula just yet. Forearm shot drives Kingsley down, crossface. A wild crossface at that, 3 of them in a row. That was just anger and frustration by Damien Bennett, the self-proclaimed GOAT of the wrestling world right here. Sends him out to the outside of the apron. Perhaps a draping DDT he's looking for, but Kingsley feels that coming, breaks himself free. Ooh, gosh. Nice bites off Mosley too, pulls Damien through the ropes. Big shot by Damien Bennett. Kingsley's looking like he has to fight both of them. He just got spit in the face in a wild swing, and that might have been the plan right there. That may have been the plan right there. Spits in his face, angers him to take a huge swing. Damien Bennett ducked it and spiked him on the outside of the apron. And it was a nasty spike at that. And this may be where Damien Bennett gets to show why he was who he was in the APCW ring. He's getting underneath the skin of Makita. He just went over there and dragged him in. And it was like on the inside, there's a power driver. Slaps his hands together, and he's got the referee believing that Mosley's the legal man. And that could have been the difference maker if Jordan Kingsley were not made of such stern stuff. And it was a near picture perfect power driver on the inside of that ring. Jawbreaker by Kingsley breaks the momentum that Mosley had. Crisscross each other here in the ring. Oh! I don't know what you just saw on the outside there. If he caught it in the left corner, a big shot by the crutch puts Kingsley down, and that's good. That might, amazingly, Jordan Kingsley got out of it. So Pepper Bottom is not hurt whatsoever, which then begs the question: why the front? Why was he, quote, unavailable to be a part of this match? And now they are in control of Mosley and Bennett. Kingsley is down. And I do think there's some underlying tension that exists between Bennett and Kingsley. Probably more so on the side of Damien Bennett as he chokes him out. Perhaps that's something that I should endeavor to find out if Kingsley is willing to speak about it. But he has such aggression, such anger in his motions towards Kingsley here. Tries to pull him out of the corner. Kingsley holds on to the ropes. Ew. These have been the hardest chops of the night by Damien Bennett. And now, again, there's just such venom from Damien Bennett. Chokes him out in front of the kids in the front row, on the second rope. And he's so angry. Tag to Mosley. Before I said they didn't have the chemistry. They look like they're developing it now on the fly. Perhaps I spoke too soon. A miscalculation, caught a high knee and a drop kick, and now Kingsley is in a position where he might be able to save himself and get the tag. Bennett's out on the floor. Mosley's out on the floor. Pepper Bottom's rushing to get his bullets together. They look like they're about to fight on the outside. And now he's trying to break it up. That errant shot. Oh! I was going to say that errant shot might have cost them their partnership. But at the last second, Damien Bennett dives in and stops Kingsley from making the tag. Drags him back across the ring. Now they take shots at each other, big kicks. Into the ropes. Springboards him up. Hoist him up into a pop-up power bomb, assisted pop-up power bomb. And what tag team work was that? That was great. I know there are fans out there that don't like him, but my gosh. Spinning heel kick. Muscled up for the Uranaki. Before I can even give praise to the challengers for their tag team work there, just a lot of motion going on. Looked like a cutter that Kingsley was going for. Damien blocks it, hoists him up on his shoulders, and as he went over, Kingsley hooked the head and got a cutter in anyway. You got a Death Valley driver and cutter combination, but not by the same person. Amazingly, they both nailed each other simultaneously. All four men are down. Mosley's trying to pull himself up. Kingsley's still the legal man. And Mosley is trying to get a hold of him as they fight themselves to the corner, and there's forearm shots between the two. Nasty elbow. And a high knee by Kingsley. Super kick returned by Mosley. and a high knee of his own. And neither man has gone off his feet yet. German suplex with the release. Sends Kingsley staggering back into the corner. Mosley charges in, but gets caught. But a big clothesline flying out of the corner. And, I was going to say that Mosley's partner isn't there, but he is legitimately walking out. And he just shoves off Pepper Bottom. He needs an Advil. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of what Pepper Bottom and Mosley and Sonic Youth have done at the high and low on the inside, but he's got a legitimate gripe here. Wow. I mean, what was working itself out to be a pretty great tag team match. Bennett just walked out. For whatever reason, he just had enough. I mean, you heard him. He said, I need an Advil. Pepper Bottom's yelling at him on the outside, and he's saying he already had those titles.
The Stones, big boys! Hey, I got 2 words for you, brother. Oh, sucker!
This is a kid show, Kingsley. So you accept.
Come on.
You decide your death wish, kid.
All right, looks like winner of the match, the team of Makita and Jordan Kingsley.
What the heck is Damien from?
Exotic Youth and Challenge.
Where did he go? When did he leave?
To repeat the tag team title one more time with a partner that they have not had here before. Tell me again, what's his name?
It's Bryce Cannon, you idiot! Do you have the internet where you live? Oh wait, you live in Douglasville, my bad.
Oh.
Matter of fact,
well, all right, we'll just take a shot at the entire city.
don't you ever say anything bad about us again. We will sue you for defamation and then we'll kick your bum up.
Whatever plan or whatever strategy that they had originally does not seem that it worked out. Maybe a switch of partners they thought might throw them off. I don't know.
Makita and Jordan
Kingsley and Makita retained. And again, what was working itself out to be a pretty stellar tag team match by all 4 of these guys, but Bennett at some point decided enough was enough and just walked out on his partner. And as I was saying, I don't necessarily agree with Exotic Youth, but I would say Pepper Bottom and Mosley in this instance have a legitimate gripe. However, the tag team champions have no qualms about the defense here. They walked into this not knowing who they were taking on, and they won and they beat successfully. They defended the titles, and they'll be back here next month to do it again.
We still got one exciting match left, so don't go away too far.
With everything that's going on in this world, I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed that I get to be in this ring, and then I get to wrestle, and I get to train, and you know, build my craft, be better, and do everything. I work my butt off to be the best that I can be, the best that Landon Hale can be. And as for Gobrial Dean, you're on top of buildings, and you're drinking your fancy wine, you're wearing your nice suit and tie, and I guess be ready. Because you're coming to Douglasville, Georgia. You're coming to the home of APCW, where it's a different beast. And it's going to give you a huge wake-up call. And it's going to knock that top-tier athlete off of that ladder and into the hands of defeat. So come January 9th, Gobrial, be ready, because I will light it up.
Come now to the main event of the evening, which is going to decide the APCW champion. Got the Athlete Gobrial Dean. It's going to be one half of the challenging parties for this particular match. I say one half of the challenging parties because as it stands right now, the APCW Championship has been officially vacated at the beginning of the night. As I said earlier with the tag team titles, the reasons that Makita and Kingsley retained, despite the fact that they did not defend the titles throughout the entirety of 2020 because it was the global pandemic. It was understood that no one was capable of defending, but the champions had to be here tonight in order to resume their reigns. As it is, Randy Wayne, who is the last person to hold the APCW Championship, is unable to come and defend the title. So regardless that he was the champion, officially speaking, he does, the title has now been vacated as he has been unable or incapable of arriving here for this particular show. Landon Hale did not receive his allotted rematch against Wayne, the Outlaw. So now he is slotted as the #1 contender. Gobrial Dean has been slotted as the opposition as the #1 contender, or I guess a secondary contender. And he, because of that, finds himself in a position where he, on his debut, could walk away the APCW champion. Stranger things have happened.
Come on, guys!
You know, I've had the opportunity to talk to that young man a couple of times, and I would tend to believe that he has something that he would like to prove. I mean, a good chunk of his championship reign was somewhat robbed of him.
Hailing from the University of Alabama, weighing in at 180 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Gobrial, the Athlete Dean.
That was impressive. Nobody's going to doubt his athleticism, that's for certain. For that matter, I don't think people are going to doubt the athleticism of that man right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Landon Hale. Once again, this match is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. It is for the APCW heavyweight title, and it's about to start.
Well, as I was saying, I think, I don't want to speak for Landon Hale, but I do believe that he has something to prove here. As one, he never got his allotted rematch for the APCW Championship when he was cheated out of it. And I will go on record to say that he was cheated out of it. And two, he never really got a chance to show what he could do as the champion, as the flag bearer of APCW. But he gets the opportunity to right that wrong today. Gobrial, from all I've understood about him, is looking for a spotlight. And that championship will provide that spotlight. I tend to believe for him that the belt might just be a means to an end. The belt is wrong. And the showcasing of who they are there to support is over with, as Hale, who is slightly larger of the two, forces Dean into the corner. But Gobrial puts his leg through the ropes and forces the break.
Get out of that corner. Let's go.
Got him out of the corner. Lock up. Pops the arm. Nice twist out by Gabriel. He turns into a wrist lock of his own. Roll through by Landon. And a roll through to the Campell. And again, pops the arm of Dean, the athlete. And a hammerlock. Then doing a catch as catch can, and not to be outdone, Gabriel Dean rolls through. Catches him in the armbar. One after the other, they are going hold for hold. That is what wrestling is about. Picks the leg, breaks him into it, and almost an ankle lock. Did not come off the ropes. Dean was ready. He was ready for him. Hale was smart enough to stop his momentum. Did not want to be caught. Remember, the championship is on the line, as I'm sure both men are very aware of. Hale tries to pick the legs. Dean caught him in a front face lock, but Hale got free. You just saw right there, Gabriel worked himself over to the ropes. Apparently, he did not find a suitable counter, so he utilized the rules of the ring in order to force the break. And he is allowing the fans to get under his skin. Now, that's one thing that he, as a fresh face here, should understand. That he's probably not going to endure the cheers of the fans by telling them that he's the greatest. Him saying it does not make it so, and they certainly are not going to believe it just coming out of his mouth. Side headlock by Hale to Rose, but he comes out with a shoulder block. Rose Dean through as he sends him down. And again, like I said, Hale is slightly larger to him. The big shoulder block by Gabriel Dean. He's got a lot of momentum and just drove him down, so they are 1-1 here. Ropes, hip toss. Sends the athlete down, catches with him, arm drag. Comes out of the corner, ducks underneath what would have been a kick. And he gets caught with a clothesline in the corner, ducks underneath the clothesline as Hale. Flying head scissors. And he sends the athlete out to the floor. Size him up. Perhaps not. Thought he was going to take a dive over the top rope, but no, he did not. He just stuck the landing on the inside. Dean got in the ring enough to break the count. He's got to stop arguing with these fans. They're saying he can't wrestle. He's saying, yes, I can. Landon side away. No. And maybe there was a method to the madness after all, as Dean just kind of cut him short there. Dropped down and dropped Landon across the second rope. Beautiful flip there by Gabriel Dean. Comes back with a clothesline. I guess he's tired of wrestling now, as he just fired off several closed fist shots on Landon Hale. And again, Gabriel goes out to the floor and he starts arguing with the fans. And I will just go on record to say that that appears to be a waste of time. Oh. The camera didn't catch it, but we certainly heard the sound. That was a big smack by Gabriel Dean across the side of the face of Landon Hale. Dean just forced Hale down. Nice dropping the knee to the back of the neck of Landon Hale. That's his throat and upper chest across the ropes. It's a vertical splash. Back. Hale, listen down. And that is a very arrogant cover. Very arrogant cover. What was he thinking? You're going to try to win the title. You got to try to win the title. And one thing that he should not do, he being the athlete, Gobrial Dean, he should not take his opponent, Landon Hale, lightly. Hale is going through hell and high water to be where he is in APCW. And I'm certain that he is not going to let Gobrial Dean or anybody else walk in and just run him over. So as that flip goes for the cover, he is able to escape it. And a big clothesline puts him down, and he shows off immediately. And that is, again, another very lax cover. He hooked the leg, but he barely hooked the leg. I mean, there was no effort in it whatsoever. And certainly not enough to apply leverage across the body weight to the shoulders. Dean is now basically just picking Hale apart. And yelling at the audience again. He was going for a suplex, but he's getting caught in a small package. Not enough. Backslide by Hale. 2. He's out of it. Real waist lock. Oh! Gobrial Dean caught himself off of the rope with his foot, stopped his momentum, and super kick. And for the third time in this match, with an incredibly arrogant cover, he used his left hand across the chest of Landon Hale to try to get the pin. And he should know, even after a super kick like that, that it is not going to be enough. Again, I don't think that he takes this seriously enough. Rolls through. Just a little bit of a show-off there. Came in and got caught with an elbow by Hale. Hale with that big boot. Fends off the aggression of Gobrial Dean, and Dean caught the other foot, but he got the right one in the side of the head. Both of these men went down. Hale trying to pull himself together. Dean trying to shake off the cobwebs, the effect of getting kicked in the side of the head. There's a slap. And just spit in his face. Like Hale spit back in his face. Pump kick sends Landon into the ropes, and it is returned. Both of them roaring elbow. And both men are down, center of the ring, and it's got to be an interesting situation. What happens if it does go to a draw? Either man are the champion. There is no championship advantage here. I wouldn't have the referees counting, but I would think there has to be a winner. It's a reversal by Hale. Big back body drop. Puts Dean down. Drop kick. Puts him down again. Sizes him up. Tornado forearm shot in the corner into the ropes. Works him through. Modified power slam. That could do it. 2. The athlete continues to live up to his name as he kicks out. And you can see he's trying to shake it off here. And perhaps these flurries will teach him to be a little bit more aggressive or take his opponent seriously. Landon Hale will not make those mistakes. Rear waist lock by Dean. Shoots him in. Shoots him back to the other side. Hale's able to block him. He turns it. No, Dean turns it. I was going to say, I thought Landon was going to turn it to a suplex, but Dean actually fought it off and got a suplex into the zone. That's for the cover. Landon able to kick out. This time there was a little bit more effort into the cover, although it was not a outstanding one, the one that you would expect from an athlete of sorts. And kicks him off, goes to the outside, springboards in! elbow from the top, 2. Or forearm from the top. And not enough. Not enough. Dean able to somehow get himself up and out of that pin. I can already see that Hale has a healthy respect for his opponent, but it's certainly not going to be enough to keep him from obtaining his goals. He is looking to regain the APCW Championship and make it twice. And trying to get a cutter in there. Roll through, pops back up, and a stunner. He got a big stunner, and he crawls over. 2, and Landon. If he were not as tall as he were, he might not have had the leg strength to get, or the leg length to get his foot across that bottom rope. That is called great ring awareness by Landon Hale. That is the outstanding training that he has gathered over the years. Gabriel was going into a bit of a tantrum there. Tell the referee to get out of his way. And maybe he's looking for whatever may happen to be his coup de grace. He's trying to finish this thing off. Goes to the top rope. Big move. Oh! He got a lot of air on that one. And I don't think fans really take into account exactly how hard that canvas is. Or the ring, I should say. And then charges in, catches with a high knee. Hoists him up, floats him over, goes to the cover, and there's a 3. He's done it. For the second time in his APCW career, Landon Hale has won the championship. First time being from his arch rival, the now Puerto Rican king, Eric Adamz. And tonight he is introduced history again. He has won the championship over a very game opponent with the athlete Gobrial Dean, and Damien Bennett just slid in out of nowhere. Oh. The celebration has been cut short. Got the microphone and he's got the belt. What does he have to say?
You laid here in pain. Congratulations, champ. But understand, the only reason you or anybody else in that locker room has any shine is because I've been away. Daddy's home. And I want what's mine. So when you come to, maybe in February, you'll see the God of APCW.
Damien does not seem to be that making friends is part of his program right now. And Jordan just comes out to come, speaking of friends, come to see his friend Landon Hale. Damien.
Wake him up.
Damien's not making friends in any respect.
Wake him up.
You coward! Yeah! I see why you haven't been here a long time. Because you're washed up. This isn't the Armory building. No one knows who you are. You're not on a Brock Lesnar contract. You can't just come here at any time you want to and expect you get to deserve this. Oh, shut up! We don't want to hear your excuses. You held this place down down long ago, I'll give you that. But now, it's your turn to climb the mountain and come and get this. Anytime, anywhere. You want it now? Come on. I'm not afraid of you. Come on. Right now.
Wow, okay, looks like David's going to get his title shot right now. Say we've seen this happen before, the impromptu championship match. Jordan's trying to talk him out of it. In fact, I think it was Jordan Kingsley that did the impromptu championship match, working 2 main events in a row. So he understands the danger that you can put your body through and your championship through by accepting it.
Come get it.
I'm not sure if this is just ego and pride by Bennett. But now he's saying get Kingsley out.
You're scared. You're scared. Yeah? Come on.
He's calling him back out.
Come on.
And again, Damien gets close, but not close. Kingsley's holding over the ropes. You see him pointing to his head, say he's in there. He's in his head. And again, Damien Bennett walks away. I was saying I don't know if that's pride. I don't know if that's ego. I don't know if Damien doesn't trust that taking on a revved up Landon Hale would work in his benefit. Or for that matter, maybe he just wants him 100% so that he has no excuse. I don't know.
So take it or leave it. So do you accept the challenge, yes or no?
Well, now he's saying that he's going to take it for a 3rd time if you heard him over there in the background. Damien Bennett is, you talk about history a little bit earlier, with Hale winning the championship back. Damien is looking to make history as the only 3-time APCW champion.
February 13th, your main event will be Damien Bennett taking on Landon Hale for the
It's going to be an interesting match and a main event for certain. Landon Hale and Damien Bennett for the APCW title.